Hello and welcome back to the channel. We're here to talk about tips and tricks for Winter 2021 event in War Thunder. So I'm here to talk about how to do this event quick and painlessly in arcade battles. There are plenty of other channels, including the European Canadians uh, video that has talked about the same thing, but in RB. Most of the people don't really talk about arcade battles because they don't play it. So that's where I come in, and I will be giving you all the hints and tricks and other various easiest way to do it. So first, let's talk about uh, naval. So I decided to hold off on this video a couple hours until I was able to do the stars and to show you how easy they are. So in Japan, I was during the naval battles, and the reason why I was during naval battles is a lot of people might know this, but what's it called? The Japan ships have lots and lots of torpedoes. Shimakaze, 15 torpedoes. Um, and so basically the the torpedoes on like 4.0 and 4.3 and 4.7 ships, they have a range of 15 kilometers. So when you spawn, you just basically let loose all your torpedoes. You wait until they reload, and you shoot them again. Most times in the uh, the arcade battles where it's the big circle and everyone's trying to get to the middle, you basically just launch your torpedoes where the enemy spawns, and you're gonna get at least two kills in a battle. So this is the way I did mine. I got the 30,000 come in first place and five torpedo kills. As you can see, I only won two battles um, doing this whole thing. I think I actually played four, and then I won two and then lost two. So within four battles, I was able to do all this stuff. So the first thing you want to go for is come in first place, because once you come in first place, that's one whole task done. So and it's very easy to come in first place. If you're not doing too well in ships, get in your plane, shoot down planes. You get a lot of points for shooting down planes in your plane. So for me, it would be the A6M5 or even the B7A2 does have two 20 millimeter guns in the front and a torpedo and bombs if you want to do bombs instead of torpedoes. So at 4.0, even though this is 4.0 and the rest of your lineup is 4.3 or 4.7, this is like one of the best um, torpedo bombers, dive bombers, and also it can turn, so you can actually kind of treat this as a fighter, even though you're in your bomber. So like I said, the three things you want to go for is the dealing to 30,000, getting five torpedoes, and coming in first place. So this is the way to do it. The zone caps, you can do this, but you're gonna have to do it in American or something with very fast PT boats. Um, a lot of times, when it comes to smaller ships and like coastal fleets and blue water fleets, the what's it called? The Japanese and other countries don't really have that speed as torpedo boats do. So you can go for the far point and farther points away, but guess what? Those Americans PT boats doing 120 kph. Let's see, rank 2. 105 kph, 105, 103, 97. So these 106. These PT boats are going to make it to the point before you do. So if you want to go and cap points every game, do it in Americans, do it something fast. But the 9 victory thing, this should be the last thing you go for if somehow you can't get any of these. That would be the easiest way to do it. Um, just go for your first place, then get your torpedoes, and then go for the 30,000 points. And you can do them in Japan or America. Some of the other countries just don't have the torpedoes and the torpedo range that that the Americans get. Let's see. So most people don't know there's a modification here where these torpedoes have a max distance of 5.5 kilometers, but they have the torpedo mode option, which increases it to almost 9 kilometers. So this is what you want to do. This is like one of the first things you want to go for is this torpedo mode, because then it will make your torpedoes, you know, go almost not twice as far, but it increases it from 5.5 kilometers to almost 9,000 kilometers. And at that range, you can just let loose your torpedoes. And a lot of the American vessels have this option. Um, it's one of the things to go for. Um, but that's about it for boats. Just try to get that first place. Try to get it as fast as possible. Okay. And the second thing we're going to talk about is planes. One thing about planes is you have to do everything in tier 3. Um, you can. It's not like some of the other events where you start in tier 3 and you can finish in tier 2, like your dailies and stuff. No, all these kills and even to destroy 12 players has to be in tier 3. So some of my other lineups that I've done in the past uh, for dailies and stuff usually starts off in tier 3 and goes to a tier 2. Like this would be my Great Britain line. So this is my daily thing. This is what I use for money. I begin in the Hellcat, which is a tier 3, and then everything else is tier 2. This is a 3.3 lineup, but as you can see, only the first one is tier 3 and the rest are tier 2. This counts for your dailies and some other events, but that's not going to work this event. You have to do everything in tier 3. So I made another lineup. It's a 4.3 lineup, but guess what? Spitfires are great for getting up there and dogfighting. So the first thing you want to go for in planes, I also had another lineup here. Let's show that to you. It's a 4.0 lineup of Americans. And I don't know if you guys know, but they've added a third, and this thing's not rendering in for me. A third 4.0 P47. Um, so you could do 4.0 Americans and do 3 of your planes can be P47s now. P47D, P47D22, P47D25. So you have 3 P47s and you can just rock with these things. And what you're going for in Air Arcade is you want to go for these 12 kills first. You want to get that 12 kill game. It's one thing you want to go for. Get that 12 kill game, everything else should be easy. Get that 12 kill game first, and you're set. Um, and the other easiest thing to do is drop 10 tons of bombs. And I've had discussions with lots of people about this, and you can do it in Great Britain bombers. You can do them in other countries' bombers. The PE8 is great. The one itty bitty problem in arcade is if you go up against a bunch of guys in Donier 217s, they're going to get to the points, they're going to bomb them, and they're going to leave you with nothing. These Doniers in a dive, even though it says max speed of 589 kilometers an hour, these things will dive at almost 700 kph in Air Arcade. They will get to that point, they will bomb it, and they will be on the way to the next one before you even have a chance to bomb it. I've seen where I'm going to a bombing point and I see Sunderlands and Sterlings and other various British bombers. They see me going to a point, and guess what? They automatically go to the second one or the third one. But if you're going up against a bunch of people or on your own team, because basically you are fighting with your own team, your own teammates to get that base damage before they do. Um, you might be in that game where there's 6 bombers, 5 bombers. And by the time you close your eyes, every single one of those bases is dead already. So you have to get to those bases first. You have to bomb. You have to do it fast. And that's where these things come in. Americans have some pretty good bombers, but they don't have the bomb loads. British bombers, a little bit slower, but great bomb loads. They can always one shot a base. And there's always the one itty bitty thing that you can do, get it done in two bombs. The PE8 guys. PE8's the way to do it sometimes if you want to do with it. This thing carries the Fab 5000 bomb, which has a TT equivalent of 5,041 kilograms. You drop a bomb on a base, and other other bombs they give you like 2.4 for like 4,000 kilograms. This thing, you drop a bomb on a base, it will give you the full amount of 5,000 um, kilograms per bomb drop. So basically, you drop two of these things and you're done. The two two bomb drops, and you can get that done in one game. So those are the easiest ways to do it. Also, pay attention to your lineups, guys, um, because I have six crews. Six crews is about average amongst players that play a lot. Pay attention to how many backups you have, because if you take six vehicles out, and let's say towards the end, you're at like, let's say 11 kills, you want to make sure you have some backups. You can during the battle task thing, that the new battle pass that we are doing, you guys do get backups. I got 25 backups now. If you think you're going to do well, or if you think you're going to use that lineup for the entire winter event, put some backups on it. Put some backups on the P47s. Because guess what? If you put backups on every single one of these vehicles, instead of 6 planes, you now have 12 planes. Especially in those long arcade games where they just keep going, you want to put those. You want to put the backups on those vehicles that you're going to use. So you can easily turn your 6 plane lineup to 12 if you have backups on all the vehicles. So 4.0, 3.7 lineups, very good. You get a lot of inexperienced players there. They will just head on you, and you can spawn, do a head on with like 5 guys, get all 5 kills, maybe 6, and get half your kills you need right off the bat within the first few minutes. Um, IL-2Ms are great for heading on. They are basically, tanks. They are tanks of the sky. They have tons of armor and great guns. Just learn how to shoot them. You can basically kill anyone and head on. Just um, another thing, if you're in an IL-2 and you're doing head-ons and you're just going after people, turn on your smoke. Turn on your acrobatic smoke. Put the most annoying color you can on your smoke. Let people come after you. Let people, you want them to come near you. Sometimes in games, people are not near you, so you can't get the kills as fast. Turn on your smoke. Let them see you. Let them come after you. The more people come after you, the more you can kill them, and the faster you can do it. Okay, so the last thing I was going to talk about is tanks. Tanks, as we all know, is 50 kills, 15 cap points, and 25 assists, 11 victories, and kill 12 vehicles in a single game. So I played this a little bit last night. As you can see, I got 35 kills and 3 victories. And so I was having a little problem with this because they changes to hull break and a lot of other changes that they've done to ground forces lately. So I had a little bit of trouble with this because I didn't play that many games. The one tried and true method of a lot of people is the Cobra King with the jumbo backup and then the M6A1 to go along with it. And also the M18 if you need zone caps. So basically, the 15 zone caps, you can spawn in your M18, go to the point, cap it. Try to cap the second one. Try to cap the third one. If you can't get those caps, you could spawn right in your Cobra King. Get, just wreck people. It's not as good as it used to be, but it's still a Cobra King. It can still wreck face. It still takes damage. Uh, don't show people sides of your tank. They will just go right through the stuff. Um, Another lineup I was using. A lot of people might not know this, but there is they've completely buffed the Panzer 470A. So this is 4.3, and this is the Panzer 4. So this has basically a Panzer 4 gun right here. This is it's the 75 pack L48. So that's this, and it's a 4.7. The premium is the pack 42. This is the long barreled version of the Panther gun. So you basically will have a Panther gun at 4.3. Um, this thing will wreck face at 4.3. It will pen anything. The armor is not very good. It's not as sloped as some of the other Panthers, but this thing is a 4.3 with a Panther gun. You will just wreck everything you see. Same thing with the Dicker Max. I mean, who else? I mean, it's a 105 millimeter cannon, and you just shoot people from kilometer and a half away. Just learn how to aim this thing, and you will just wreck everything you come across. Uh, this is a 4.7 lineup for the Germans that I do. It's very good, but like I said, changes the whole break, make the Dicker Max not impossible to use, but you kind of have to aim it a little more now. Um, I was playing against an M18 yesterday in my Dicker Max, and I had to shoot him 3 times to kill him. First round wrecked his crew. Second round basically went through the tank without killing anyone, and then the third round finally killed him. So 3 rounds from a Dicker Max to kill him an M18 without this whole break. Very hard. So one of the things you could do to get this is, where is it? Let's find that. Army. It's the a lot of the people do the R3, which is a 4.3. It goes 125 kilometers an hour, and you will just get your caps. That's this and the M18 are the way to go. A lot of times, what I've been doing lately is I've been just basically going up the trees and spading during these events. So I'll be doing mine in like the Surf 74 and the IKV 91, and basically just getting these caps. That's one of the things I'm going to do first is get the caps, and as you can see, the assists are just going to go along with it, and then the 50 kills. So these three are kind of the things you want to go for. The destroyed 12 players, if you can do it, go ahead, do it. There are plenty of lineups you can do. Um, there's always the other tried and true method of T3485s. You can just, there are 2 of them in the regular tech tree and 1 of them premium. So if you do have the premium version, you can take all T3485s and just run around, shoot people, run. Don't stand still with these things. Just keep moving and just kill everyone you see. So once again, try to do the 12 kills right away and try to get that done. If you can't, 50 kills, 15 zone caps, and the 25 assist. So go for the caps, and then the kills and assists will just go along with that. And once again, the 11 victories, that is the last thing you want to go for. That is, I've messed up and somehow I got 11 kills. don't go for this one. This is just your backup plan. So yeah, that is tips and tricks for arcade battles holiday 2021. And I will see you again next event where I will have my tips and tricks video for that year. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe if you like the content, if you like arcade content. If you want to know more, or if you want me to do more arcade content, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching.